What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I completely forgot my intro. Oh, get it together. Okay, you guys, it is your girl, Miss Honey, back for the final installment of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12. This is at last the season finale. Like, this is the finito finale, like the last of the reunion shows. I'm so glad. Even though I want to say bravo, and the ladies did an absolutely stellar job pulling off a virtual reunion. Like, it was just as riveting as an in-person reunion, if not more. Um, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But let's just talk about it. Let's talk about a couple of things that I keep forgetting. One, I do think that Marlo's background looks like a swap meet, like Sunshine Flea Market down in Florida. Y'all ever been to Sunshine Flea Market down in Sunrise, Florida? It's Sunrise Flea Market. Sunrise Flea Market down in Sunrise, Florida. You know what I'm talking about? But her backdrop just looked like one of them booths where you buy the little quinceañera dresses and stuff. Oh, so I did want to say that. I don't know. I just feel Kenya is a little problematic when she called Marlo Bob Marley. I was just like, I I find her to be problematic. I find some of her language to be problematic, and I think we need to find a bona fide counterpart for Kenya if we're gonna keep Kenya on here. Kenya can't just come through here and just be taming the girls left and right, because she really seemed like she got Eva, Cynthia, and Candy wrapped around her little finger. Like, they won't even attempt to push back on her. And those who do push back, with the exception of Portia, just don't have it. Just don't have what it takes to really, 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 really push back hard. Portia stands as my MVP. I'm sorry. Y'all can say whatever y'all wanted to say. When we first started this thing out, everybody thought that Portia was drunk or she was this, that, and the third. Portia was just ready. And Portia is just lit. Like, she just lit. Like, you can see a sense of confidence in her and a sense of fearlessness and self-assuredness. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Nene, oh my gosh. Nene, you made yourself look so bad. Like, you always give us reason to pause. That whole thing that went on with you and Greg and his cancer situation, the way you acted so immature and selfish and self-centered through that whole thing. Like, yeah, we was always side-eyeing you. The way you always come in like you in charge of the girls and you not in charge of anything. Yeah, we was side-eyeing you. But for you to lead this reunion just when Yovana is coming in, and you're the one that started the whole storyline off saying that someone recorded, you told it to the number one bone collector on the show, you knew it was going to get around. And for you, up until this point, you have not orchestrated things enough to where you could stand in it, or at least deflect so hard on Yovana that it made Yovana look crazy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you are gonna be in the mess, you're gonna have to learn how to stand and deflect in it. Can you do so much sideways stuff? But she's standing there like Donald Trump, baby, and it wasn't me. You didn't. That's not what I said. That's not what you heard. That's not what you saw. You know, this is what actually happened. And then everybody seems kind of neutral with her after a while, because she deflects so well. You don't even have enough leg under you to deflect. Like, it was so obvious to me that you lied, and that I don't know if you just put it on autopilot with Giovanna and expected her to handle it all and like tell me what you did later and I'll wash it all out. The way you moved through the whole season about Snakegate and the recording, like you really didn't want to get into it anymore. I knew it was something shady about that. But for you to just leave the stage and then call back, girl, 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 you make yourself look bad. You make yourself look bad. Even if you got like another show and a spinoff or a separate show altogether from Bravo altogether, we just gonna always look at you as this Nene. This is the Nene that you want to go down in history as. If this is your last Real Housewives, because of everything that's going on in the nation, if this is your last Real Housewives of Atlanta appearance, look at the legacy. Look at the legacy that you left. Girl, zero respect for you, Nene. Zero respect. Come on now, because I ain't going to hold y'all long. Not going to hold y'all long. Still evil with the ooh, ooh. What? Oh my gosh. Really? She said what? Now say what now? Now what? Like, enough already. You lent nothing. Without that little Kevin McCall donor slash I was abused montage that you did for episode 2 of the reunion, zero, nada, nothing, zip. Okay, on the whole Eva situation. Kenya, you a boss and a bully. A boss and a bully, baby. She was batting around them questions that 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 Andy was throwing at her, just batting them around. Like she really, to me, she took over as the villainess of the show. Like, we didn't really need Nene. And Nene obviously didn't have what it takes to stand up to not only Giovanna and the lies that her and that Nene and Giovanna weave together, but she didn't have what it takes to really, really stand up without throwing a temper tantrum and a hissy fit and storming off to Kenya. That means Kenya wins by default, sis. That's just what it is. But yeah, Kenya is a boss and a bully. A boss and a bully. She commanded, and it wasn't until Portia told her, you have had a whole color purple diatribe over here. Can you please shut up and let somebody else talk? I was like, go, Portia, go. Like, this is what we needed. And Candy and Cynthia and Eva just sit back. Like, oh. They just, I mean, they're like abused people, you know what I mean? Like nothing to say. People who've been suppressed, or it's just to sit there on mute, you know, while everything go on. Like for Candy not to have a lot of input about what Kenya said, how Kenya tried to ruin Cynthia's proposal day. She just didn't have a lot to say about it, and it's for obvious reasons. Like, I don't know. They just seem so mute. Like they're afraid to talk. Like they're afraid to speak. Even if it's a matter of what's right and what's wrong. Like they seem like they're afraid to speak. So, yeah, Kenya was the boss and the bully for this reunion. Just point blank. Period. I do think Nene's name is done on this show, in my opinion. It's done. It's done. It's a wrap. Like, you're going to continue now to be shushed and dismissed and suppressed, baby, because you have been get caught in a full-fledged lie and then didn't even have the wherewithal or the maturity to stand in it. And if not deflect, tell the truth. All else fails, America. We could just be honest, right? Okay, so Giovanna comes on, and let me just say this. I don't like that white line eyeliner. It looks like, y'all remember when y'all was little, a lot of people don't do it now, but we used to flip our eyelids up. We used to flip our eyelids up. It was like gross, like, don't do that. Like really gross, and you could see like the pink underside of your eyelid. I can't do it now. I'm too old for that. But when we was little, we used to be able to pinch our eyelids and flip it up, right? That's what her eyelids look like. Um, what was going on with her hair? Like, I know she wear her natural hair a lot, but honey, it just wasn't glamorous enough. It wasn't glamorous enough for that dress you were wearing, which looked like an old gold, off the shoulder cut off. I think she could have used a little bit more puff here. Like it's a reunion. You're supposed to be a little bit more glamorous. And she just had eye makeup on and them eyelashes. But again, she looked like she had flipped her eyelids up. I mean, the eyelashes was too much for her face or something. I mean, she was just giving me 90s Monica back when people still wore their real hair, like all the time. Like your real hair was just like laying there, just laying there. It had no curl, it had no style. Like, I didn't care for Yvonne's body language, all of that. First of all, you're a liar. You're a liar and you're not to be trusted ever at all. You have been on the circuit. I watched that Sister Circle interview that you did what Quad kept quizzing you about if you recorded. Was there a recording? And you lied step after step after step, all while evoking my morals and my ethics, and I would never do this, and morally I didn't feel right about that. Then you sit on this reunion and say that you was trying to get to know all the girls, but because you was closer to Nene, when Nene asked you to tell her if everybody was talking about her. First of all, if y'all that close, it's understood. Don't nobody have to tell you. Don't nobody have to tell you how to conduct yourself out in mixed company. If I got a good girlfriend, I already know if her name come up, I'm gonna be like, what now? Okay, if somebody dragging her, I'm gonna defend her right then and there. So it's no mistake about if we friends or not. And if I'm sitting somewhere and I'm not in that crowd and I hear my friend name come up like in the rear, the table behind me, I'm gonna be like, and then when I talk to my girlfriend, I'll be like, oh, girl, this reminds me. I was at such and such and such, and so was 2 tables behind me, and I heard your name come up. I don't know what was happening, but the body language and the way they was acting led me to believe they was dragging you. Okay, that's understood. What's understood needs no understanding, right? So for her to go through this whole diatribe about how it all happened and because we were friends, I was like, lies, lies, lies. You trying to lay the blueprint for the lie so it seemed more believable. But all of them gestures, them body gestures, and what do you mean? Like, no. Let me just explain. Ooh, like I got to get my fly swatter. Got to get my swatter. Don't come over here, mister. Get out of here, devil. Ooh, these wasps. Anyway, but I like being outside. So, yeah, just all that body language and just trying to really convince. And once again, you evoking my morals and my ethics. Girl, bye. You a liar. You a liar. You conspired with Nene, and now you're trying to wash your hands and think these ladies gonna accept you back in. Your name is Mud. Mud. I wouldn't even say my grocery list around you, sis. You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. You the kind of witch that drive past somebody's house to see where they live. Okay? You the kind of person that asks to use the bathroom, but you be all upstairs in their cabinets and stuff and seeing what they got. You that kind of person. Yeah, that's who you are. You cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted at all. At all. And for you to act like, oh, you just got to this place where it just drew the line for you, but you sat on Sister Circle and lied and said you didn't know anything about it. Like I didn't hear a recording. Did you all hear a recording? Like, oh, and Quad kept pressing her. And she was giving some of this same kind of rhetoric. It wasn't the same format. Like she came with a rehearsed skill. Then when she tried to throw Spanish in it, I was like, girl, you one of the thirstiest, one of the It's a word for it. It's a word for it. It's a word for a person that try to infiltrate, but you suck at it. You really do suck at it. I mean, them girls figured you out like that. Them girls figured you out like that. With the exception of Cynthia, but you know, Cynthia take a full-on kick to the face, babe. Depending on who it came from, and be like, I think it was an accident. Eva just wanted it to be right so bad because she used to being in them kind of cliquish setups where her and her group go down with the ship, kind of, sort of. Um, and Candy was really the only one that kind of questioned it, which I was proud of that. And it seemed like Portia came alongside, and Portia just kept saying, well, why would this happen if that was happening? But why would you do this? And when she was like, oh no, this was when I was being friends with y'all, this was way before. They was like, well, it made it worse because you knew that you were trying to be friends with us, and we was accepting you before you even accepted this assignment from Nene to come and collect all this information. So that makes it worse. And she just got the roll in the neck, Yvonne did, and you just look bad. You look bad. You look bad. You look bad. You're trash. You look like trash. Just plain old regular everyday trash. And then I heard this song on For It's Rocks posted on her Twitter. She posted a song. It's called Queen Biatch, where Yvonne's supposed to be rapping. Thelma, how you gonna throw Louise under the bus? That was like the first line of it, and then she go to rap. I don't know what she was saying, but even that rap was dry and plain and ordinary. I mean, you trying too hard. You speaking in Spanish, you know, trying to make it seem like you bilingual. You've been having all this conversation where you've been doing interviews saying that you've always been in the business and you've always been working in the business, and you didn't need the show to come up, but you're open to being a housewife. You'll never be a housewife. You will never be a housewife, my dear. Never. Not here, not there, not anywhere. You will never be a housewife. You are thirsty. You are the thirstiest. You're an opportunist. You're a terrible, terrible liar. You're aggressive. You're abrasive. Okay? Absolute trash. Absolute trash. And if you look back on this reunion, your performance in this reunion, and think you did a stellar job and think you sold us, no, you are exposed. Not only is your slip showing, but your panties and your naked ass is too. Trash, Giovanna. Trash. Okay? Not really sure why Snakegate is still such a big issue. I think we knew from Giddy Up when we couldn't get any full answers on anything and everybody was kind of skating around it, that Snakegate was bull crap. I think we knew that all along. I think what we know now is just how low and how desperate Nene was, and how low and how desperate Giovanna is to try to get put on. Kenya kind of trying to say she believed Giovanna and she agreed with Giovanna and all of that. I was like, y'all will be next. Y'all will be next, going back and forth on Twitter and social media. You and Giovanna, because can't neither one of y'all be trusted. And both of y'all opportunists too as well. It's just that Kenya is better at it. Kenya is much, much better at it. We got to see Andy's little baby. That little baby is so cute. What's that little baby name? Hank? Henry? Hezekiah? It's something with H. That was the cutest little baby. Oh, such a cute little baby. And how when he brought the baby on, all the ladies just kind of relaxed a little bit. But yeah, that was basically the reunion. Nene called in to talk to Portia. I would have felt so odd doing that if I was Portia, because girl, just get back on camera. Like, what are you calling from the bedroom, from the bathroom? You hiding in your own home? Like, Nene, your name is Mud. Absolute mud. I don't see how anyone could possibly take you even remotely a teeny tiny bit serious ever. You floundered You floundered this entire reunion, Nene. I think ding dong, the witch is dead. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. I'm so glad this is over. I'm so ready for Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm here for it all. And of course, Greenleaf. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit that all, because it's about to get turned up in here. It's about to get turned up around the hive. Okay, the honeybees know. Real Housewives of Potomac, Married to Medicine, and Greenleaf. Okay, June and July about to be what? Lit. Okay, so hit that notification bell, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to comment down below. What did y'all think about this episode? It was just, oh, Yvonne the liar, darling. She was telling the truth, but she was lying. I believe they conspired, but her trying to come out like she had clean hands in it all, in all of it. Boo. Y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. Until next time, honeybees. I holla.